Hey, can everybody hear me? Oh, wait a minute. Now everybody can hear me. I have my microphone off. Well, thanks for showing up for On Track Tuesday. I'm going to be your co-host today, and Jim Tedesco, filling in for Dave Thurber at Crooked River and Eastern. And I also have a co-host, so I'm going to bring him on now. And that, of course, is Uncle Wilmer. Uncle Wilmer. Yeah, we are. Hey, look, we got matching hats.
So
we should probably start off by saying hi to everybody. So let's see who we got here. I'm going to scroll up to the top here. We got a whole bunch. Jerry, how you doing, Jerry? Glad you can make it. Of course, Sparky. Let's see who else here. Wigwag, how you doing?
You got Wigwag, New Ferris Railroad, Artie from Aussie America Model Railroading.
John from Schuylkill River.
Yeah.
So, who else we got? Did we miss anybody?
We said hi to Joe Rader.
I think I did. All right. Well, that's good. Well, I'm sure we'll have more in here pretty shortly. So it kind of sucks that Dave couldn't make it in. He emailed me about a half an hour ago. He says, "Hey, can you fill in for me?" I said, "Sure, why
not?" He sent us an email probably about the same time that he had to work over and he couldn't get away. So, and he asked if we would fill in. So I said, sure, give it a,
Oh, he's glad to help, right?
Right.
So, what are we going to talk about tonight? That's the big question.
How about model trains?
Sounds like a plan to me.
Yeah, that sounds good. Sure beats politics.
I don't know. No politics. I've had enough to hear politics already.
I hear you.
So, I've been working on my steam loco, my Broadway Limited. It's not looking quite the same right now.
No.
Well, I bought this thing 2 years ago, and the older BLIs, the Paragon 3s, they don't have a keep-alive circuit in them, or really any good way to put one in. So I wrote to the company, which they're located right around the corner from me, practically in Ormond Beach. And I says, "Is there anything you can do for me?" He says, "Well, we've got an upgraded board that has a keep-alive circuit built into it. We'll swap it out for a small fee. So it's $50. You send them your board, and they make sure it works, and they send you back the new board." So they did, and I put in, no problem. Well, I forgot to put in the, what's it called? I'll tell you, I'm losing my mind here. The rolling thunder circuit.
Oh.
Play some of the bass of the sound. So I went to take it back apart, put the thing back in there. And what I did, I must have broke, what did I do with it? The tether cable. Well, you can see that.
Yeah. Little teeny weeny wires.
It's totally tight. I can't fix the wires on it because it's like, I can't even see them damn things. So.
This fiber optic.
Yeah, almost. They're not, but they're very, very tight. They must be like about 30 gauge, maybe more. I don't know. They're extremely tiny. It's a 9-pin connector. Well, I looked everywhere. You can't find them anywhere. So apparently it's a strictly Broadway Limited part. So I had to write to them. I'm still waiting to hear from them. Like, send me some new ones. So I get this thing put back together and get it running. But the keep-alive circuit does work pretty good. That comes with it. But I'll tell you, it's the first time I really took apart a steam loco. It's very complicated. And the way they had the wiring run, you had to take the motor off, the chuff circuit, all kinds of stuff was in the way. And I had to take everything off just to get the wire harness out. So when I put it back together, I'm going to reroute the harness so I don't have those problems.
Yeah.
That's what I've been working on mostly. So what have you been working on?
Well, I'll tell you here in a minute. John Benacki, hi. Brian from Iron Horse Route, hi. Steve 87th, howdy. Ian from Lehigh Valley, and Jerry Satterelli. I've seen in here. There I see Heath just came in from human whatever, Humanity Junction.
I know, I get confused with that myself.
Yeah.
Hi for me too, guys. Just when we're covering your names, I'm not gonna,
Yeah,
Hey,
Chazco just jumped in. How you doing, Chazco?
yeah,
So-
they're kind of slow but sure.
Well, I've been working on scenery, and I got one scene here that I got some progress made on, and I was talking about that a little bit, but I got the other camera hooked up for the work tonight.
Ah,
So let's see here. I got to remember how to do this. I think it's.
the Heath is up to it. He's, well, apparently I'm new here tonight. Good to meet you. He's such a comedian.
There it is. Huh. Okay.
Hey, Rusty, how are you?
I guess I don't like that camera.
Not going,
Huh. Well, that stinks. Let's try something different here.
Yeah, you're froze up on the screen too, by the way, Wilmer. Oh, now you're good.
Yeah, I switched back to the main camera here. Let me see what my conglomeration happened here. I had-
Technical difficulties.
I didn't hear the little blip, 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 blip. That ain't good. Let's try this again.
Okay, he's on a roll tonight. Where did you go?
Yeah,
That's a sexy look, Wilmer. That frozen face.
there we go. It don't like the extensions. This camera don't. This is that one of them $8 cameras.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know
maybe
why.
it's not the extension.
Every time I put an extension on it, I just have problems. So
Yeah, I would
but-
think you have a bad extension.
anyhow, let me do this. See how many people I can make sick.
Ooh, break out the tramadol.
You can see the retaining wall there. That's all new. I put that in yesterday. Yeah. And the foliage that's coming down like on the top of it there. This camera ain't showing it for at least the way I'm looking at it on here. Let me see here. Oh, 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 oh. I'm not a multitasker, if you want to call it that. Oh. There we go. What did I do?
Hey, Arnie wants to know what brand is that shirt that you can see in the background.
I don't know. It was already put together and in a box of stuff that I bought at a train show. So I don't know. I think it's a Tyco, but I'm not positive. But don't know for sure, Artie. Like to help you. It was already put together in a box, and it has issues. I have to doctor up a little few things. So on it. But also I took, and I'm gonna bring this up. I put some, I'll put that over here like this. I put some signage on this building on the side there, and put a sign out front. And I don't know if you can see this or not, but I also put scenery in there. And if I light this up, which I haven't put lighting in it yet, but give you the simulation deal. See if I can. It's hard to do. Yep. You
Yeah.
see, I can. That's with a flashlight.
Not bad.
Not bad. That's right. Not bad. Whoop, there goes my building. I need another hand.
Steve wants to know what denomination is that church.
What denomination? It's
Yeah,
Pentecostal.
there you go.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Pentecostal. We dance in the aisles. Well, that don't look good. Here, let me do this.
Have a little
I'm
bigger.
just making a mess of things here. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Put this back.
Hey, Steve, how you doing?
Well, that's what I've been fooling around with. That I made that. Whoop, I made the that retaining wall out of stirrs, coffee stirrs and matchsticks.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah, I was tickled with it, and I used I think a light brown to start off with paint, and then I took burnt umber and stuck in there, and then a little bit of pavement black, and just dabbed it with the brush, almost like a dry brush type deal, and it came out. I was tickled the way it came out. I think it looked like creosote wood.
Cool.
So,
Dwight, how are you? Dwight popped in on us. How's your
yeah, I
feet?
enjoy
And
this
how
Mark
you,
Stew structure.
Rob Greenwood just popped in too.
Yep. Ralph. Good old Ralph. All right. So DWM trains. But yeah, I'm enjoying doing the scenery. I gotta take the sweeper, get up the access yet and see where my bare spots are and
Yeah.
redoctor it, but I haven't done that yet. And every
Okay.
time I sneeze or something over around there, it blows.
That's
Even
fine.
though I have a lot of it glued down, So
Well, at least you're getting somewhere. You're doing more than I'm doing.
yeah, well, I wanted to get the scenery started. I mean, I've been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off for way too long, So it's time. It's time to get into it and then go back to structure building. I have just a couple more structures I need to build and a couple I need to doctor, and I'll have pretty much the structures I need for as big as my layout is. And any other structures I have will be dioramas or I have a couple I might just give away on a future show. If I ever hit 1,000 subscribers, might be a few things to give away. So
Where are you at now, subscriber? How many do you have?
I think 854 the last I looked.
Wow, not bad.
But I've been there for months. But the last few months I've been not making as many videos and stuff, so it reflects it. So
Hey, Ron, how you doing? Well, yeah, that's understandable. I mean, I know it's a lot of guys that were doing a lot just a year or so ago. They're slowing down a little bit.
right.
And I don't blame you. I probably will at some point myself. You can only do this stuff for so long before it starts wearing on you.
Well, to me, this is subscriber count. The only thing it does for me is that lets me know that people are watching. New people are watching too, because when the subscribers are going up, I got new people watching. But I don't care about monetization.
Oh, I don't either.
I don't care. I don't do this for that. I do it because I'm having fun. That's the only reason. And I like the idea that I got a little record of what I'm doing. So,
Absolutely.
mhm.
Now, I find that being monetized causes more problems than not. Did you watch Tom's show yesterday?
No, I didn't.
He was talking about that one coaster fan. He does a lot of rail fanning.
Right.
He just got demonetized because YouTube thought that he's faking the amount of videos he's producing. I don't understand how that can work. But they demonetized him over. I mean, it's ridiculous.
How can you fake it?
I don't know. I guess they thought maybe he's stealing from other people or something. But you know, what I really think happened is that because he had something like 800,000 subscribers, and I'm thinking, you know, more than likely he was making more money than YouTube was, and they had to put a stop to that. That's the only thing that makes sense. Because why else would you demonetize somebody for that?
Either they're gonna give you money or they're not.
Exactly.
That's and me. They keep it. That I just don't want them to put any more control over me. That's all.
The same here. That's why.
You know, don't censor what I'm saying if you're not going to pay me.
Exactly.
You know?
That's why I don't worry about it. I'm like you. I'm doing this for fun and
Right.
for a personal record. You know.
Right.
Hey, that's helping people out.
Not that I say anything that should go wrong, but it drives me crazy if you have music in the background. They hit you for that. And
Oh, I know it's ridiculous.
used to be you could go live if you didn't. You could go live with your mobile phone. Well, if you don't have 1,000 subscribers and so much watch time, they don't let you do that either.
I know.
Which is stupid. I can do it on Facebook. I'll just do it on Facebook on my group.
Absolutely. Oh, like I said, but now we're straight into that politics thing, so we got to change subject here.
Right.
What's this here? Iron Horse said, my daughter's favorite YouTuber has 15 million subscribers and gets more views than that per video. Wow. What kind of content does she have, Iron Horse?
Yeah. Ian says he's ready for a new good non-YouTube platform. Well, when you find one, let me know.
Well, I'll jump over to it in a heartbeat.
Yeah. I haven't found one yet that don't have as many, if not more issues. You know?
That's true. Well, YouTube is convenient. It's easy to get on.
Overall, it's easy to put your video up. It's easy to work. It's just their little quirks. Like when you got someone that subscribes to you, why take them back off of you?
I know. Makes no sense.
It don't make no sense. What's it hurting? What is it hurting to leave them subscribers on your channel? I haven't got a good answer on that from any of their people.
You won't.
They don't want to address the issue.
Now they'd have to justify what they're doing. That's not going to happen. But
Oh, I'd have been over 1,000 a year ago if they wouldn't have took them all off of me.
hey, you're not the first person I heard say that. So obviously it's a big issue. I don't have enough to take. They take any off me, I wouldn't have any.
So anyhow, it is what it is.
That's true.
So that's not really what I wanted to talk about tonight.
Oh, it's not.
But so, Jim, are you going to do any kind of scratch building on your?
Yes. Well, actually, I'm working on one now. I'm really slow at it, but I'm working on it. And this is my house.
Oh yeah. That's right. You did show that off.
Still working on it. I just built a platform for it, printed a platform, a foundation. So I've got to get the interior furnished yet, some more painting on the inside, and get some glazing on the windows. Just little things here and there.
You're going to put an interior in it.
A partial one, anyway. Well,
I was going to say, God bless you.
It costs a fortune. Well, you guys saw. Well, I was in a scratch build, but the Christmas house, the Christmas Story house, I put a full interior in that. And
Did you?
it cost $84 to buy the interior stuff. My wife almost killed me because I can't believe you wasted money on that. I'm going, yeah, probably not going to do that again.
A couple of years ago, the fellow's dead now, but they had a open house where you could go into some local people's train layouts, and there was this fella down in the town not far from here. And he had a beautiful layout, and he scratch built, I'd say 90% of the buildings.
I know who you're talking about.
And industries on his layout, and I mean, and most of them were automated. They worked and stuff, but he had interiors in them, and he built the interiors. He made the couches. He made the little kitchen tables and everything.
He passed away about a year ago or so, didn't he?
No, more like 2 years. It was, I think, before all the pandemic hit it. You know,
I remember watching some of that. I was just totally impressed with the detail that he created himself.
Right, but
stuff. This was all hand fabricated, out of wood, plaster, whatever he was using. I mean, it's really incredible.
Last I heard, they sold everything off. The man's stuff. He loved it. That's what I heard. Now I don't know that for a fact, but I know another guy here just recently. Well, I only met him once, but a friend of mine was pretty good friends with him. He had a layout in his whole basement. I mean, it took up his whole basement. Real nice layout, and he passed away suddenly. Okay, and his wife sold the whole thing to a club down here. So a club come in and bought the whole thing, dismantled it, and took it out in 2 days.
Wow.
There was a lot of stuff. There was a lot of stuff.
Not bad. Yeah, quick hello, everybody. We got CSX Rail Banner. How you doing? Benny Prince. How you doing? Mystic Southern Railway. And there's a few more I saw earlier.
Jeff, the railroad enthusiast.
Yeah.
I like that name. That's pretty cool.
We got Ricky Arbogast. I hope I said that right. And Weatherman Harry.
Weatherman Harry. That's my little brother.
Is it?
Well, he ain't so little, but he's my younger brother. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. And CSX Rail Banner. See that one? Many Prince is in here. There's a guy to ask questions.
Okay, well, I bought the.
Did you that bought the pooping dog off of him?
I got two of them. I got one finished. I couldn't even put on the camera. It's so small, but it came out really nice because you got to paint everything you get.
Come on, really nice.
It's amazing.
What color of brown did you use?
It's a brown and tan dog and a little bit of white in it. Now, the poop is a whole different deal. I'm going to have to print that somehow or make something. Because it don't come with that. It's just got the dog squatting down for me. But I saw that and I said, I got to buy, because I got that the same time I got the leg lamp. And I said, I got to buy it. So
you're right.
He's got some really cool stuff on it. He's got a lot of lighted stuff now. I got him about a week or so ago, and he's got his real tiny HO lamps and stuff that are lit, and that's totally amazing.
God bless him.
You got some really cool stuff there, Mini Prince.
That's too tiny and tedious for me.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Well, thank God they don't do that in N scale. I don't think you could do it in N scale, but
I've seen some of them N scalers do some pretty wild stuff.
Yeah,
so
they do it.
I guess it depends on how motivated you are and steady of a hand you got.
There you go.
Your
More
eyesight.
cool stuff coming soon. That's cool. We'll be looking for it.
You definitely got some cool stuff.
Hey, real artist, how are you? Yeah, okay, so going back to the scratch building, I plan on doing some more scratch building. I've got Well, I've got to scratch build the sugar plant because nobody makes one. So I actually took pictures of the one down in Clewiston, which is where they're processing the sugar for the sugar line behind my house. So I'm going to try and duplicate that, but I'll probably do a lot of that just out of styrene and wood and who knows what, balsa. But that's going to be a major project.
Right. Well, I know the scratch building I've done, I did all just out of my mind. I just guessed at it and did this and did that and came up and it worked out. Now the next I think thing I scratch build, I'm going to get pictures of the building and figure out the dimensions and stuff like that. And I want to scratch build something that is for real,
Cool.
I see Mark on Stu Structure doing that all the time, and that's what I want to do. That's really what I want.
The real challenges, right?
Yeah, that's a challenge. But I got so many projects now. I got a Craftsman kit that I'm going to start here soon, and once I start it, that's going to tie up my workbench for a while because it's just here. I'll show you. I got it right here. It's a Campbell's kit. And I ain't never put one of these together, but you open it up and it got looks like a real set of blueprints is what it looks like for and then if you look here, it's a pile of lumber.
Yep, it is.
That's what it is, a pile of lumber.
You're gonna have to cut some of that and everything. They're
yeah. And so I think that'll be a lot of fun. But I say that now.
It'll take you a while though because it is very. I've got one. I don't know. It might have been a Campbell. I don't remember, but actually I won it from Anthony. By the way, hi Anthony. I saw you popped in the Georgia thing there.
Yeah.
I put it together. It's hell, I don't even know what it's called. It's a factory of some sort, and that's the same deal. A box of wood. And it took me about a month to put that thing together, but it came out nice.
Yeah. I like the way they do it. I mean, they give you out a thing, and it's like a template. You put the boards down on the paper. You know what I mean? And I think that's pretty cool. Which I might print that off on my printer first. That way, if I mess up the paper, I can just throw it out and print off another one. You know what I mean?
That's a smart idea. I didn't think of that.
I've seen that on one of the videos that I've watched. Hey, there's Dan's Grand Valley. Lucky Dan, who won the whose contest was it the other day that he won? Oh, it was Roberts from Flying Crow. He won Flying Crow's contest. Lucky Dan.
So Chaska wants to know if you have a small circular saw for that.
No, but I got a chopper. I got one of them choppers.
There you go. I wish I had one of those. I should really. I was going to buy one. They're really expensive.
They're not that expensive.
Yeah,
I can afford one.
Well, maybe. What you pay for yours, if you don't mind me asking?
They're not that expensive. Go on Amazon. They're cheaper than Micromark.
Yeah, because I was looking at Micromark one like $60 for one. I'm going, you gotta be kidding me.
What kind of one are you looking at?
It's just a small thing with a razor blade on it. To chop the wood. It's just
$60. Oh, that doesn't sound right. Here, let me look that up. I got a Micromark catalog right here.
Micromark's not cheap on too many things. I mean,
no, but some of their specialty tools are worth paying the extra money for. That little tune-up tool for your trucks.
Yeah.
Oh, that's worth its weight in gold. It ain't very big, but it's worth its weight in gold. It'll make if you have an old used car and it ain't rolling too good, you put that in there, put your wheels sets back in, it rolls like a champ.
I'm gonna have to get me one of those. Those aren't too expensive though, not really.
I think I bought mine at a show. They were at a show, and I bought it at the show, and I think it was, if I remember, like $16.
Yeah, they're not bad.
But hey, it's cheaper than buying new wheel sets.
Yes, it is.
Let me find that chopper. I'm thinking the chopper was like less than $30.
If it was, I would have bought it.
I'm almost positive. Anyhow, we're train crazy.
Aren't we all?
Yep. Well, I'm looking this up.
There you go.
I'm going to bring up Strasburg, May 20th, 2022, 20th to the 22nd, 2022. And I'm planning on going. Now, you notice I said I'm planning.
Yeah, me too, but I don't want to make a commitment until probably last minute because.
Well, I'm not going to do that. I'll make the reservations.
I was going to ask you, what you said you had a motel just outside of Strasburg you were going to stay at?
Well, the last time we were going to do it, I had my reservations made, and I had it at a motel in. There it is. There's that chopper. $36.95. It went up in price.
That's still not too bad.
No. And then they have the extra big one for just a couple bucks more.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking at. Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time I made a mistake like that.
But anyhow, they went up since I bought one. Let's put it that way. But you guys, I'll tell you, if you've never been to meet and greet, a big meet and greet like that, I went to Steamtown. Really great time. I mean, really great time. Not only just because you get to meet a lot of everybody that you see on YouTube and get a little bit of one-on-one time with them and that. But man, Steamtown was great. Steamtown itself, I'd recommend anybody go to Steamtown. Lots to see, lots to do, and Strasburg, from what I'm just seeing from the thing, it's got even more to do. So, and then if you're worried about taking the wife, hey, you're in Lancaster. That's craft heaven. Women will be, oh, look at this cute little thing over here. It just does this and that. We can put it out in the yard. There's lots of that. So they ought to be happy. You're right in the Amish country, man. Them Amish up there are craft fanatics. So,
Now, like I said, I hope to make it up there. I really want to go. The wife's kind of excited too, especially since you brought up all the craft things. So. But I'm going to drive up there. I'm just going to drive my own car this time. Because last time we were going to, I was going to rent a car. I already had the motel booked, and then the showstopper hit, so that kind of put a damper on that. But this time I really want to go. I want to see all you guys.
yeah.
Plus, I haven't been on a vacation in forever.
That's a nice place to go for vacation. I mean, really is. You could probably spend a week up around that area and see lots. I mean, lots. What you do is you get with Jerry Sattarelli. He knows that area. That's his favorite spots in the whole world is over in that area.
And then
He
Jerry,
knows all the train places out there. Right, Jerry? Jerry Sattarelli? Yeah, he knows. He knows what I'm talking about. You wanted to do a vacation, that's a good vacation spot. May'd be probably a really good time because it's not real hot yet.
at the beginning of spring, isn't it? Almost.
Well, yeah. Depending on what day, that's the end of May. It could get hot. It could get really hot.
He says he might need someone to pick me up in Lancaster and drop me off at the cabooses. I'm trying to figure out how I'm getting there.
Yeah. Well,
I'm sure somebody can accommodate you there, Heath.
I was talking to my daughter earlier tonight about going. She wants to go. We went on a train ride together here in the fall up north. It was the Titusville and Oil City, and they take you out through past the first oil well in America and so forth. And she really had a good time. And she said, "I'd like to do that again." Well, I'm giving her the chance. You want to go? We'll go to Strasburg. So
I don't know anything about any shows in Ohio there, Ricky. I don't keep track of it, so I can't help you.
you can go on a website, tradeshows.com, look up your state, and they'll tell you all the trade shows coming up in your state that are registered on that site. And there's a lot of little ones that they talk about on there, but there are some coming up in your area, Ricky. I wish I had I don't have it handy, or I'd put up a link for you. That's what I was telling him, Mark. He said lots of unique shops up there. There's a lot to do. There's a whole lot to do up there. I mean, not to mention you're going to be with a bunch of YouTubers all together, and it's just one big laugh fest. We giggle and laugh all day long.
I don't doubt that for a minute.
Yeah. Well, your stomach will hurt by the end of the day from laughing. I know that first day that we went up there, me and my son was along, and we went back to the hotel room a little early. We just collapsed. We were done. Stick a fork in us. We were done. I was just downright exhausted. That was like at 9 o'clock in the evening.
Wow.
Sparky and them, they sat up half the night. I don't know how they did that. Well, I'm getting older, but my son, he was tired,
Yeah. Like I said, I'm looking so forward to being up there.
Yeah. So.
Well, this Friday we're going up to Largo, Florida. Robert Sacco's, his club, they're sponsoring a meet and greet, and Scale Trains is going to be there. And I believe that's at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time in Largo, Florida. I'm going to be there. Dave Thurber will be there from Crooked River. He's coming down from Ohio to visit some family or friends. So he's going to stop in. And then Tom Kovichak from Tom's Trains and Things, he'll be there too. So we expect to have a lot of fun riding.
Right. He asked me if I'm going to live stream from Strasburg, and that'd probably be a no. Probably not. For one, they won't let me do it mobile. YouTube won't. So I might put it on maybe a quickie or two here from on my Facebook account if I think about it. But there's so much fun. It's not. I will do a lot of video and make videos from there. So
that would be tough to do a live stream while you're moving around like that.
There was a couple guys that did while we were there. If I remember right, Anthony from let me remember what his I haven't seen him in a while. There was another Anthony that was there that did some live streaming, and there was a couple other guys that did a couple live streams. But most of us took lots of film footage, and lots of film footage. We all usually try to find the virtual cam that they have down there, and we all try to get together and get up there and wave at the same time. Try to get some people that are at home to tape that part so that we can see it.
Yeah, we know that, Heath, but like I said, you're going to be kind of busy doing other things, so streaming might be a little tough to pull off.
Oh, okay. He says that he only needs 50 subs now to stream live on YouTube. Okay. I'll have to remember that. I didn't know. I didn't know they changed it back. Enough people must have griped. So.
Oh, Tom, how you doing, Tom? He popped in. Where did he go here? The Strasburg has a good signal. I live streamed a few years ago. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll put you in charge of that, Tom. Doing a live stream.
You'll be having so much fun, you ain't gonna even think about it.
Yeah, I'm in a video where I can here and there, nothing live, but I'll bring both my video camera and a Nikon. So I mean, I'm going to be taking all kinds of pictures and videos. Like I said, I can't see doing a live stream at the same time. That would be too much for me.
Well, I don't know. If I do it, it's going to be a short one.
Right?
There ain't going to be no sitting there taking questions.
Absolutely not.
So,
Yeah, I love it. I know Sparky's doing something tomorrow at 7:00 p.m. Regarding Strasburg. So everybody might want to tune in for that. Now, I guess he's looking for people who've been there before to kind of give us an idea of what it's like.
yeah. Jerry's a good one for that. I know he's been there a couple times. So
There you go, Jerry. You'll have to get on the show then. But I'm looking forward to it because for everything I've read about it and heard from you guys, it sounds like it's going to be a total blast.
right. Like I said, I know I can speak for Steamtown. When we went to Steamtown, and that was up in Scranton, it was beyond anything that I had hoped for. It was terrific. I really had that good of a time. So it really was. I just wished I was younger and I hold up better.
Yeah, totally always that.
Yeah. So, and now it's I've got some other issues that'll probably slow me down even more. So
Tom says he put up 3 videos last year when it was canceled so people could see what it was like.
yeah, I remember that.
So you should probably get on Sparky's show too tomorrow.
Yeah, Tom, he gets to all those places.
Yeah. He's a man of the world when it comes to that, huh?
Yeah. I know he put up a video when he went to Cass, which is in West Virginia. That's on my bucket list. I want to go to. That's a nice ride, real nice. That's pretty much a all day thing. I think they take you clean up the one. And I think they joined with another railroad, so you can go even further. And it's a nice ride up through the mountains of West Virginia. And I really would like to do that they have a shay pulling you.
Cool. Yeah, that would be an adventure in itself.
Like top speed's like 17 mile an hour.
Well, hey, there's no point rushing it, right?
Yeah. So it sounds like a nice fun time. John Bernanke says Cass is a fantastic place. I know I'd really like to go. That's definitely on my bucket list. So
Now, Artie's going to be in West Virginia for a while by the looks of it.
Prince, West Virginia. I'll have to see where that's at, Artie, because I'm not far from the West Virginia line. West Virginia is about half hour. I can be. No, it's longer than half hour. It's about an hour to Morgantown from my house. About an hour's drive to Morgantown, West Virginia, and then from there I can be in Cumberland, Maryland, which you can get into West Virginia from there too, in about an hour and a half.
The Wigwag says this lady grew up around those parts. This cast is awesome.
Yeah. It sure looks awesome from all the videos I've seen. So I've been in lots of places in West Virginia. It's just a beautiful state. It is a very beautiful state.
Ian says his wife was near Steamtown, or from Steamtown.
Oh yeah, okay, over from Scranton. Oh, Rail Artist says he lives in West Virginia on the Ohio River. Oh, you live on a boat right off the Ohio River. There goes a train. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not.
Yeah, I heard it in the distance.
Oh, I'd be cool. Let me know when you're going to do that, Mark. He says he would like to do another get together there in West Virginia, maybe next year. Yeah, if you put that together, let me know, Mark. I'll make a trip. West Virginia ain't no big deal for me.
No, it's pretty close to you, actually.
Well, it depends at where you're at in West Virginia. West Virginia's a lot bigger of a state than people give it credit for.
That's true.
But I have an idea. I have an idea. I know where Stu lives in Grafton, if I think right. And Grafton ain't that bad. I know where that's at.
And he said he's close to Elkins. Are you familiar with that?
Yeah, I know where Elkins is too.
Okay. Rail Artist says, no, not a boat in Parkersburg.
I know where Parkersburg is too. I used to. When I drove truck, I used to do a run down through West Virginia.
Really?
Yeah. You wouldn't believe where you could take a big truck. You get on some of them roads down there, they're small. You're taking a big truck down through there.
I drove through there once in a car. Beautiful country with a lot of mountains.
Oh, real beautiful. Knock your socks off beautiful. I went down to this one little town down there, and I came into the town, and there was this, it looked like an outhouse with a flag on it. That was the post office. And I stopped in there, and I asked them, where this shop was that I had to deliver to. They told me, oh, take this road down, about 1.5 miles, and you'll come to a big crooked tree. I went, what? They said, a big crooked tree. It's on the right. You'll when you see it, you'll know what I mean. And there's a right-hand turn there. You make that right-hand turn and follow it all the way to the end, and you'll come to that shop. My goodness, try to take a truck down that road. The big crooked tree, they were right. As soon as you got there was this massive crooked tree, and you made a right. There was a dirt road. You made a right-hand turn on. Now I'm taking a big truck down this dirt road and got up there and then went up the side of this hill and got up there. And when you got up there, there's a state-of-the-art auto body shop. I was like, couldn't believe it, out in the middle of nowhere. That's where my delivery was.
Amazing. Let's see. Stu says, I'm an hour south of Morgantown.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, Elkins is down there a little further south, but that's still not bad. That's a 2-hour drive for me. That ain't bad at all. I'd like him to just take me down and show him all these places he talks about the history that he makes them little buildings and that. Just take me around and show me those places. I'd love that more than anything.
I'll bet.
Mm-hmm.
Was that Rail Artist? Are we making fun of your state? Don't be making fun of my state.
No, I ain't making fun of it. I'm just telling you that really happened. That really happened.
I think it's a beautiful state. Like I said,
It is.
it was totally amazing.
I love the rolling hills and the woods and the trees, and that's what I grew up around here, and I just like that stuff. Yeah, you hear banjos, yeah, oh yeah. I can take you some places in Pennsylvania. You hear banjos too.
Oh, bad. Oh.
Yeah, you ain't in Florida no more. The gators you see up here ain't what you was thinking was gators.
And our hills are just like, they're not much. They're little hills. You know, up where I'm at, it's a little hilly, but further south where I was in Naples, that was totally dead flat. And it's kind of nice now to have a little bit of a rolling,
Right. Beautiful country down through there. So.
That's why I said I like this area of Florida because it reminds me of the North to some degree. All the benefits without the snow.
Florida look like the North.
A little bit, yeah. It's where I'm at.
It's been a while you've been up here, huh?
There's no palm trees here hardly. I mean, you might see one or two stray ones, but they don't generally grow here. You see a lot of oaks, and I've got oaks all over my property. And they said you've got rolling hills all over the place. Nothing crazy, but and it's almost seasonal here. I mean, we have like different seasons. We actually have the 4 seasons, but without the snow. Yeah. A few weeks ago, it got down to 32 degrees, 31 degrees. Yeah.
That's warm here. It's been a while since you've been up north, huh?
Well, no. Yeah, well, I guess it has been, but I missed the north to a point. I can't deal with the snow anymore, but
Florida hills are landfills.
It could be. I really are so here. You wouldn't think so. Because like I said, down in Naples, where I was at further south, it was dead flat land. The only hill you would see would be like maybe an overpass. I'd come close to a hill, and it was pretty much 24/7, 365 hot. It was terrible. I really didn't like it.
Yeah.
Now we got the best of both worlds here. It's, everything but the snow.
Yeah.
Not that I like snow, but I just get too old.
That's because 3/4 of your population were originally from the north.
It's funny because we were at Walmart the other day, and I was waiting for my mother-in-law to finish her shopping. Me and my wife were, and we're just sitting there in front of the subway thing inside of Walmart, and we're watching the people go by, and it's like 99% of the people look like they have some sort of physical disability. And they were all aged. I mean, everybody is like from 60 on up. And I'm thinking, pretty soon, they're going to have to trade in all those shopping carts for power chairs.
I'm sure they're like that.
They would. But it's funny, though, because Florida really is. When we were down in Naples, you say it was God's waiting room.
Yeah.
And it does seem a lot like that. There you go. Snow is beautiful till you're in it.
I like going out on my porch, look at it, and go back into my warm house.
Exactly.
That's about it. I did my share driving in it when I drove truck, so it kind of left a aftertaste. If I don't have to go, I don't go.
Steve 87 says there are 3 parts of Florida: Southern Florida in the north, Northern Florida in the central, and Cuba in the south.
Yeah.
I think you may be right there, Steve.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah. John 26:18 says he's 12 feet above sea level. 12 feet.
I think we're only about 6 over here.
That makes it hard to do graves, don't it?
Yes, it does. Hey, Randall, how are you? Glad you could stop in. And Sparky's got that right. The first snowfall of the year always looks awesome. And you drive through it and it all comes back. LOL.
Where he lives, he gets a lot of snow.
Yes, he does.
A lot more than I want to get.
Yeah, definitely. When I was a young man, I used to go up north, well, the Midwest, actually, used to go up to Indiana or Ohio, and for the winters. I would go up like January, February when it was coldest, because I really did enjoy the snow and the cold weather. At least I can't do it anymore, but you know, it was fun.
I can't either, but I still live here.
That's why a lot of you guys wind up moving down here. You know?
Oh, I tell you what, when the weather's going to change, I feel it in my shoulders, my knees, my back, my ankles. Lately, it's this time of year, the temp you might have a couple of days, it'll hit the 60s like it did today and yesterday, and tomorrow the high will be in the 20s or the 30s, and that just kills you.
Oh, absolutely. Sparky said there's only 6 feet on my front lawn right now.
I'm sure.
I have no doubt about it at all. I don't know.
Well, what do you think? So get some guys if they want to promote their channels or.
That sounds like a plan. Go ahead, guys. Let us know what you got going on.
Yep.
It's almost that.
Yeah. Promote your channels if you have something special coming up. Train shows, whatever you want to advertise. Oh yeah.
Steve's got to go. He's got to get food and groceries. Yeah, you definitely got to have that stuff. Thanks, Steve, and we'll see you next time. Might be in to see you at Heath. All right.
Yeah, yeah. Good night there, Steve. You have a good evening.
Marty said he's 15 foot above sea level. Oh, that was 2 days ago. It's about 5 at the moment. I mean, you're sitting down there.
I hear you. If you're getting any of the kind of like the rain that we've been getting, I can believe that. We've been getting a lot of rain and freezing rain, and then turns to snow, and then back to rain. And today it rained something fierce.
And Sparky says check out his last video tonight. Let's talk Strasburg Wednesday night and past meet and greets.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that'll be 7 o'clock tomorrow Eastern Standard, right, Sparky?
Yeah. I do church on Wednesday nights. So
hope some people will come up live Wednesday night.
I always check out. I always usually try to check out the replays. So. So what kind of projects you got coming up that you want to do here, Jim?
Well, I'm still working on the turnout controls. I can't move my camera. I've got the panels up, and I'm starting to do the Arduino controls. That's going to look nice. It's going to work. I've already tested it primarily, so it looks like it'll work. And I'm actually going to be using dials for the turnouts instead of switches. And the way it's pretty cool, huh?
Do you subscribe to Trackside Scenery?
No, I was subscribed to Model Railroader.
Well, go to Trackside Scenery. You'll like his channel. All right, write that down. His name's Joey Ricard. You got to see the controls that he has, and I have a feeling that would be controlled with it like an Arduino that he has for his switches right now. They're cool as all get out. They're like little infrared lights. You put your finger just over it, and it'll and it switches. It does the switching and everything. It's terrific. It's neat as all get out.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
So that's my biggest plan right now. And of course, I said I bought some of this fiber fill foam, whatever it's called.
Yeah, I seen your video.
I'm gonna start trees.
That giant bag of foam or fiber fill.
That was a small one. I didn't want to get the big one in case it didn't work out. But
my question to you, I know you were planning on doing that with some dye.
yeah,
how you going to keep it from shrinking up? You know,
I'm not sure how that's going to work, Wilmer, to be honest with you, because
I don't know. I don't know.
I was reading the dye and it says it has to keep it almost at boiling for the dye to work. And I'm thinking, well, that's going to be kind of a nuisance. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do. I might have to dye it before I put it on the tree.
Well, yeah. I've seen guys taking spray paint it. You know, taking spray paint it like a green or whatever, you know, they're going to do, and then put it on. But I've never seen anybody do it with a dye. It might be interesting. It might work out really good for you. If you get the dye and put it in a spray bottle, and
they said I was either going to do that or dip it. I'm not sure how that's going to work out yet, but I'm going to experiment with a few things. So, you know, I'm looking for a cheaper way to build a massive amount of trees. And I'll tell you, I think it would benefit everybody if we could figure it out.
That's probably been everybody's trying to make cheap trees.
But eventually somebody's going to get it right. Maybe it'll be me.
Well, and have them look good yet too. You know, that's the thing.
It's got to look realistic. If it doesn't, then it's just a waste of time. So, you know.
I mean, I bought a whole bunch of trees one year a while back. I got them here somewhere. I haven't put them out yet, but I bought from Wish. Okay, bought them cheap, real cheap, but I don't know about them looking real. I mean, they might be all right for background or something like that, you know.
I bought a bunch of those too, but then I went ahead and put the blocking on them with some glue, and they came out looking pretty realistic. I mean, they look.
Yeah, I know. I've seen you do that. That is pretty cool. I'll probably do something similar to that.
Yeah, and that's relatively inexpensive to do, but
that's like that tree. I don't know. You can't see it from here.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah, that was a tree that was in some kind of Christmas ornament type deal, and I looked. I said, hey, you know what? I can maybe make that look a little bit. I haven't done nothing to it. I just stuck it in there just for a tree. But I was looking at it. I'm thinking about doing like you said, doctor it up, put some flock on it, and do this and that. Because the way they did the trunk, it's like a wire trunk on it. And then they looks almost like tape and wrapped on it. Well, I was just thinking about just taking a little bit of plaster Paris and smear on there and then paint it again so it looks more like bark, you know what I mean? And go from there. But there was 3 of them, so
we're going to keep working on this. Somebody will figure it out eventually.
Yeah.
Me or somebody else, but somebody's going to come up with something that looks good.
I went out and I was looking there one day. I was sitting on the front porch and I'm looking at my rhododendron bush. I'm going, you know what? Them branches look like they'd make good trees. I went out there and got clippers on snip, snip, snip. I got a whole bag full of them over there. I want to make trees out of them. Yeah. Right.
Nothing in my yard can be utilized for that because that was the first thing I thought of. My wife said, well, just go out in the yard and find, sticks and stuff. But none of it's really, most of it's just so large that you can't utilize it.
Well, they have large trees. You know, there is no such thing as a scale tree. You know what I mean? You think about it, there really isn't.
But, it's kind of hard to get by with a 2-inch thick trunk. I don't think so scale layout.
Well, hey, 2-inch would be, a sequoia.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
But my biggest thing is I've got over 100 trees on my layout so far. Matter of fact, I'm trying not to make y'all busy.
You're doing better than me. I got one.
You see all that?
Oh yeah, you sure do.
And I'm not even close to what I need.
Yeah.
So, I was originally thinking probably between 500 and 700 altogether.
Well, Dave from Crooked River, he gets some super trees from Scenic Express,
right?
And he puts out a bunch of them when he gets in the mood to make trees. He makes a bunch of them.
I know he gave me a whole box full. They're great. So I utilized a lot of them because they come out actually better than what I've been making.
All right.
The ones I'm making are okay, but they're not 100% great. But but I've got such a wooded area that I've got so many trees that need to be put up, and like I said, I'm not even close.
Yeah. See, Mark, he got the right idea. He said he has a nursery, buddy. He says he uses clippings from his nursery, from
There
Stu Structure. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was looking at the bush and I'm like, oh, this would do all right. I'm over there clipping away. Before you know it, the bush went from nice big to small.
Absolutely. Well, see, when I was down in Naples, that's what I was doing. I was going down to some of the gated communities outside the fence line, and they had all kinds of trees and stuff that were small. It was perfect for making your own trees. I should have grabbed about a half a truckload full to bring up with me. And here, not so much, so I don't know. What Happy says is you also cannot scale down molecules.
Yep. Cyprias are good armatures. Cyprias. I don't even know what that is.
I don't either. I have no idea.
See, there's a video for you, Mark.
Yeah, there you go. Put
Making
that
trees right from your nursery. Yep.
All right. Well, we're past the hour, so we should probably call it a night.
Yeah, he's over there probably doing his. So.
No, he's doing. Oh, that's right. He moved to Tuesdays, didn't he?
Yeah, he does it Tuesday at 8:00. So.
All right.
All righty.
Go on over to see Heath, and we'll see you next. Well, I won't see it, but who's on next? Isn't it you?
Spark tomorrow night.
No, next week for On Track Tuesday.
I'm supposed to be on, but I don't know. We'll have to talk to Dave. Maybe I'll let Dave do my spot. And since I was on here tonight, we'll see. It depends on what Dave wants. Dave's going to be down your way, ain't he?
Yeah, as I said, the 25th.
Yeah, so I'm going to be on next week. Yeah, so I'm scheduled for next week, so which is the 1st. So yeah, I'm scheduled for next week. So tentatively, I'll be there.
Well, we'll see you then. In the meantime, remember to see Sparky tomorrow night and see Heath there. He's probably on, so jump over to him. And guys, thanks for showing up. I appreciate you coming in and joining with us. And we'll see you next time.
Yep. God bless.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Take care.
Bye.